What's up, people? Stephen A. Smith, this is personally for you. Let me start by saying, some years back I was a fan, probably like maybe about 5, something like that. I don't know what your deal is. I really don't care what your political preference is. The problem that I have with you personally is the effing hypocrisy. Like your MAGA counterparts that you like to snuggle up under these days. So you decided to come from Jasmine Crockett. Now, let me first start by saying this. Homie, God forbid, God forbid, if anyone tries to tell you, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, you, sir, how to do your job, you got a problem with it. You do. You do. I'm not even going to waste my time on going online and finding clips of that. Seriously. So that's hypocrisy number 1. You telling somebody else how to do their effing job when you don't want anybody telling you how to do yours, right? Especially black people. So you had a nerve to say, You had a nerve to blast her for her criticism of Trump and wondering how it helps her constituents. However Jasmine Crockett chooses to express herself, I'm like, is that going to help your district in Texas? The ESPN commentator said on Wednesday episode of Straight Shooter with Stephen A. Aren't you there to find a way to get stuff done as opposed to just being independent to what Trump wants? He continued, how much work goes into that? How much work goes into that? I'm just going to go off about Trump, cuss him out every chance I get, say the most derogatory, incendiary things imaginable, and that's my day's work. That ain't work. Well. You certainly know what her job is supposed to be and entails, right? See, right off the bat, I can tell you didn't do your homework, which is kind of sloppy for you. Because don't you have a degree in journalism? You are a journalist, right? Just because it's sports doesn't mean that you're not a journalist. If I'm not mistaken, you do. You are an educated man. So, for someone to be as educated as you are, and for someone who has been a reporter of their sports, a reporter and commentator of some sorts, what I'm getting at is that you have to do your homework so that you know what you're talking about when you come on air. And apparently you didn't. Apparently you reached out to no one in Texas. You didn't reach out to her area, her constituents. You didn't ask around about her or anything, because people are quite pleased with her in her district. She's a fighter. She fights in Congress and she fights for her district. But if you had done said homework, you would have known this instead of just blabbing off at the mouth because you don't like that she criticizes the president. And as far as right now, with them controlling the House, the Senate, and the White House, it's not too much they can do. But stand up verbally anytime and any chance they get. Because we, the American people, that's what I want. Honestly, Gavin Newsom style, they all need to take that approach. Because politics are not what they used to be when I was growing up. Damn sure ain't what it was when you were younger. This is a new breed. And you got to fight fire with fire. Republicans stay down low. I say stay in hell. That's just my personal opinion. Fuck it when they go lower. No, they go low, go to hell. Cut the head off the snake. I ain't got time to be looking back behind me, man. Get you done. But I'm just curious to know, why is it that you chose to speak out about this and not about all the disparaging comments that your president has to say about people who look like you and me, especially women who look like me? I have yet to hear any commentary on that. I mean, Cat got your tongue on that one? Nothing to say? I mean, it's just okay that he can talk shit about any and everybody he wants, right? But then God forbid, see, here comes the hypocrisy that freaking makes me sick. Let somebody say something about him. If it's not him crying himself like a fucking baby, then it's people supporting him that cry out for him. I am very tired of this one-sided freaking game. Like I said before, you should be able to take a softball coming at 90 miles an hour when you threw one at 125. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense at all. But let me just enlighten you about your dear leader. In case you don't know.
Donald Trump has a long history of racism.
If I were starting off today, I would have loved to be a well-educated black because I really believe they do have an actual advantage today. People are trying to figure out why isn't he giving his birth certificate. It's not a birth certificate.
Oh, look at my African-American over here.
But he especially hates black women. That's not hyperbole. Watch for yourself.
What a stupid question that is. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
Why don't you people act? Why don't you act? Why don't you people act? Let me.
What do you make of that?
Well, I just think it's a nasty question. That's why you used to work for the Times and now you work for somebody else. That's enough. Low IQ, Maxine Waters.
And I'm going to stop right there at that low IQ shit, because that seems to be his favorite fucking word. And you know what that means. Why is it that some of the black women with the utmost education, more than him, is low IQ? We all know what that is. We all know that's a trope. But yet, Stephen A., I hear nothing from you about it. That's concerning. It's very alarming. It's very alarming that you would jump on Jasmine Crockett's shit and tell her how to do her job when damn well you don't want nobody telling you how to do yours. But then you're not going to reprimand the other side. Come on, bruh. Stop playing, man. That's not how we do this. That's not how the game go. If you want to talk about one side and reprimand it, then do it with both. Or shut the fuck up and stick to what you know. And that's no disrespect. I really mean that with all my heart. Honest to God, because your lane is sports, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You don't have a degree in political science. That woman does, and she has a law degree. But you choose to get on her and not your man. I don't know what your end game is, and I don't care, fam. I really don't. But don't disrespect her for clapping back at a man that constantly disrespects her and anybody that looks like her anytime he wants to. Nah, so she's supposed to just sit there and take that and take the high road all the time? All the time when it's coming from the highest office in the land? This man has no respect for nobody. So why should anybody have any motherfucking respect for him? I got about just as much respect for him as I do for you, and that's none. Full stop. Like it, don't fucking like it. I don't care. Because that is my personal opinion and my First Amendment fucking right of freedom of free speech. Good day to you, Stephen.